Good morning. How's it going? It's August 8th. It's Thursday. Thank God. Some weeks, you enjoy what you do, holla holla, but some weeks just feel like they be dragging. Like, when's it gonna be the weekend? What? So, we're gonna do a little reading. I'm MJ, I'm the founder of Ultra Love. I do these daily readings as a way to connect with you. It's been well over 5 years that I've been doing the readings, and over 10 years that I've been creating content online. Ultra Love was really born out of me promoting my yoga classes and then blogging and eventually doing little vlogs and video updates, mainly feeling really guided to share like healing stuff, healing processes. And indeed, my book is about emotional healing, emotional alchemy, and actually the depth of wisdom within our emotional body, which is the body. But that our society is like, no, don't feel, just go, just work it. And like some of us are just like, I can't, my body, ow. And then like the whole, like so many yoga teachers I know, not so many, but a lot, they'll like get into yoga and then they start teaching, and then they're teaching like 6-7 classes a day, and you're like, hamana, and you're like, wait, this isn't yoga, rest in peace, why am I so stressed still? And it's like, because it's like this whole mindset of Tara Stiles is like a brilliant yoga teacher, and she does that whole like make it all come from a place of ease. If you want more ease in your life, make your yoga practice easy. It doesn't mean that we're not challenging ourselves. There's discernment and nuance with these like words, right? It's not like easy is just being like doing nothing, right? It's a mindset of like curiosity, innocence, exploration. Like, what is it? How does it feel to be alive? Okie dokie. Hala, chameleon. So, divine guidance and loving clarity for my lovers. That's my intention with tarot. Simple as that. Divine guidance and loving clarity. Let's just see how we go. August 8th. It's a magical day today. Just because 8. And I mean, that would be like an abundant number, right? 888 is infinity. It's like super magical, but all numbers are magical. You're magical. Everything is magical. Like, seriously, it's fucking wild. It's just like, it's pretty cool to be here. High five. We're doing life. We're doing it. It's pretty rad, if I do say so. I mean, I'm all in like them. Go even further. Be even more radical. Love yourself unapologetically. See what's gonna happen. What's gonna happen if you just show up as yourself? What happens if you're just fucking brutally honest? What would happen? This is my new like thing. I'm just gonna be fucking honest. I'm just gonna say, unless I don't want to. Usually I just zip it. If you don't want to say anything, don't say anything at all. But otherwise, it's like, actually, I'll just say it how it is. If you don't like, you don't like it. So you don't like it. Oh, let's get into the cards. Let's stop rambling. I do ramble. I don't take any of this really too seriously because, I'm going to die at some point. Sorry. What? Like, we all are. And it's the big old elephant in the room. We're all scrambling around trying to like be important because we're running away from the existential crisis of the fear of death. Get rid of the power, like save me from my own annihilation. It's like, only you can do that, my lover. Divine guidance. Look at this shirt. It's like Bardot shirt. I went on a bit of a limb, got her on the eBay, and it's flowery. I'm not typically a flowery type of person, but I can't help but think, I feel pretty. Oh, feel pretty. Just because it's flowery. Anyway. It's all secondhand, my loves. I don't buy the fast fashion. No, stop that. Stop that now. I don't. Stop buying fast fashion. No, all secondhand, hand-me-down, vintage, what have you, since about 2012. I use eBay because I can't be bothered to try all the different apps anymore. I'm an old fart now. Like, give me, even like, I don't know, those some of this. So okay, divine guidance, love, and clarity. Look at, we got it. Divine guidance, love, and clarity. What are the messages for my lovers? What are the messages for this Ultra Love and Ultra Love TV community? Divine guidance and love and clarity. It looks like a message coming through, maybe about a child or for a child. It's not this, they're in the reverse, and I'm getting a sense of them throwing like messages, like just there's the message there. And like you or someone else is trying to communicate, trying to get through to them. And they're just like, fuck off, basically. They might be partying. Let's get this. What's the Three of Cups? Three of Cups is, three's a crowd. Okay. I mean, this is also like just getting messages, and it's fiery. There's a lot of messages going on. Yes. I mean, the Judgment card here, there could actually be something worth celebrating. So that's good. Because the Three of Cups is in the upright. I'm like, I'm not too worried about it. Usually if it's downturned, I'm like, there could be some like alcohol abuse, or just like, sometimes I get a sense of like people we're hanging with are not our people. They're not actually good for us in the upright though. So, ooh, double three. Some of you might be really committing to, I'm almost getting it broader, a lifestyle, a community of people. You're committing to it. You're putting the foundation down. You're rooting yourself into this community. Which ain't bad at all, is it? Okay, there has been, I'm kind of getting a sense of like in your creative life, okay, working life, but creative life is everything. It's our work. It's how we show up at home. It's just how we show up in life. That creative output has been like going through it. Either you've genuinely been in some shitty legal battles, or just something really unfair, like, yeah, like being wrongfully dismissed. It's either work or love, like, as in having to restart something in a working project. It's like there's something about the foundational working life and our like socializing, our community of friends, that for some of you, because it's leading to this Two of Cups with Judgment in the upright. So I'm like, and the Four of Pentacles is often like keeping it close to our chest. Like, don't tell everybody, you know? And then there's like, so keeping something close to your chest, and it's this Two of Cups. So it's like meeting somebody. It could be a business partner, but the Judgment, this is like a, you know, soulmate love, like the Judgment, woo, singing the angels or singing your praises, Cupid's arrow, bringing these two people together. Or it's like maybe you're meeting somebody through a group of friends, or you're meeting, okay, so you're having a good time, meeting new people, really integrating into this community, and you're maybe pondering putting an investment into another human. And I do feel like this is a romantic connection to me for sure. But putting, there's something, I don't know, maybe a maturity, a wisdom. It's like, am I going to invest? Am I going to put the energy into this dynamic? And if it's not a romantic, it's a business creative affiliation. Really, are we going to work it? Is it worth it? We're going to bang down, flip it, and reverse it. Come on, you guys. Right? That's a sense of like, want to work it together. Because there's a growth energy here with the Three of Cups. Good times, have fun, but we're doing the work. We're putting those foundations in. And it's like what grows out of that community and out of that foundation is likely where it's like, well, what's next? We got to find a love train. But again, it could just be, I'm going to put more into this. I'm going to But I feel like you're not telling anybody, or you don't want to tell anyone, or there's keeping options open. It's like manifesting. Maybe for some of you, you're like manifesting more fun. Simple. Man, I want to create more fun in my life. All these threes, you guys, all these threes, some are in the reverse. I'd be wary or not hyper vigilant, but I'd be aware of feeling left out because there's options. So, like, okay, so you're seeing somebody and you feel a bit left out. I would be mindful because this is having options. Like, well, I could do this or I could do that. And based on the nature of this, the other cards, I was like, oh, beware of that, because a Three of Pentacles reverse. Honestly, if you're being left out and being shunned, what's the point? There's no real, this could be a really false perception of mine, but like if we're repeatedly being left out, not being included, then there's no foundation. There's no like, you were like, oh yeah, just all. I remember sharing I had an incredibly unstable phase between like 2016 to 2020 or 2021 before I finally got like an actual home, and like huge financial instability, and like I was literally like just burnt out and felt so rough. And I remember somebody just being like, oh, like home is where the heart is. But this was coming from somebody who's literally lived in the same home for like 25 years and had family and community and lots of stability. So in essence, would never, ever, ever have to even worry about being homeless. And then telling somebody who's burnt out, vulnerable, broke, trying to rebuild her life after like a wrongful eviction, after just having instability and trying really hard to get no family in the country, etc., etc., etc. And like, I get it, because I've often never had homes. Like, I get that we can just be free, but me being vulnerable and being like, I'm exhausted and like a bit wiped, like I need that stability. I'm like, why? What, like, home is it's like, oh, it's really nice for you to say when you've always been at home. So it's like, beware of who we're listening to, including myself, certainly any people on your phones on the internet. Use your discernment, my lovers. So it's like, if you're feeling left out in the cold, process that and be aware of who you're investing, where you're investing your time, your energy. Because if you're here on your own and you're serious about moving forward, you're not likely the type of person to like have options and like me, not. Because really, when we're creating the life that we want, we become pretty focused, and if other people aren't focused and we're like this, it's like, well, come on, girl, break out of that cage. You got this. Yeah, definitely some love vibratories. Good. It's all feeling kind of grounded. It's like a movement for greater love. Yeah. Some of you be mindful, okay? There's definitely an exhaustion. There's an overall sense of being called to our spiritual practices that cultivate greater self-awareness. And some of you know, I teach meditation, and I had a really good session last night. And the client was just asking about like, but what's the point of all this? Like, I want what this says they offer, but when will I know? Like, how do I know what I'm doing when I'm just sitting there? And I'm like, well, we wouldn't go to the gym and expect to have the exact bod that we're going to the gym for. Like, we wouldn't go to the gym once and be like, oh, why haven't I seen the change? It's the same with meditation. You need to do it every day for a while. He said then that commitment to that daily practice will shift your awareness. You'll just feel different. You'll just see things different. You might go into technicolor. You might be more sensitized. You might just notice the subtleties of things that you never noticed before. And that's what makes us feel more alive, more present, right? And it's like the presence that we're all after, in essence, or this idea of enlightenment. If we have access to the infinite void all the time, in essence, we have And we have access to our totality at any given moment. So why is there anything to fear? Anyway, there's my 2 cents. Have yourself a merry little Thursday, my lovers. And don't forget to subscribe, like, share these videos. My awesome crew here, I absolutely adore every single one of you. I really appreciate your friendship on the internet, the resonance that we share here, and your continued commitment to bringing more love into your heart and into the world. Have an awesome day, you guys. Lots of love. Peace out.